it's going to be Sherry Smith here who's going to be, she's the co-founder of Drive to Survive, and she's going to be hosting today. So just for now, just before I do hand over to her, I just want to say a couple of words. So, well, thank you for everyone for coming today. It's wonderful to see you all, especially in the rain, which is no good. So, so a huge welcome to everyone. And it's really important to say that we're all here because the tourists are in Manchester. How on earth can the tourists be coming to Manchester? So the big point of us being here is to oppose them every step of the way. What the tourists are doing to ordinary people's lives in every way is devastating. And we really do need to show them that they really are not welcome in Manchester. But as part of that, we've got a whole Festival of Resistance events, the demonstration tomorrow, which I hope you're all going to come to. It's going to be a huge celebration as well. It's going to be a huge celebration as all of us coming together, united against the Tories. We've got all the campaign groups, we've got all the union groups. It's going to be wonderful, and it's amazing to see you all here today in that way. So anyway, we just want to say, People's Assembly, we've not got loads of money. If you can donate, please do. We've got some buckets around, and we have got QR codes if you want to donate in the modern way. So yeah, there's going to be a load of other events on as well today. We've got Stop the War Coalition, we've got a climate crisis event, and we've got Take Back Theatre, who are going to be on later. Besides that, we've got a lot of other events on Monday. We've got Jeremy Corbyn coming, Maxine Peake. We've got a whole host of people. So if everybody gets one of these, which I don't know if you've seen, they're at the front there. You can get one of these and it'll give you details of all the people that's going to be speaking. But most of the updated stuff is actually on the website. So if you go to the People's Assembly website, you'll find on there. If you follow us on our social media, we've got Facebook for the old ones. Younger ones I know go on to Insta. That's what I'm told to say. And Twitter as well. So anyway, I'm going to hand over now. So I'm going to hand over to Sherry Smith.
So I just want to start off by thanking you all for coming today. What with COVID, fuel shortages, the refugee crisis, Brexit and the safety of women on our streets, it's more important now than ever before to stand together against the government and the mess they've created. I'm going to start off with our first panel. We're very informal. We wanted you to hear the best of our community today. So our first panel will be started off by Jake Bowers, and then they'll introduce themselves as they come across. And then we've got another panel after that with some music in the middle. So I'll let you kick off, Jake.
Thanks, Sherry. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be here in Manchester. About 2 months ago, I rang up Greater Manchester Police and threatened them. And what I said is I took a leaf out of the book of Billy Welsh, who will be here later, as the organiser of Appleby Fair, and I watched him once when he was speaking to the police, and he said, "You've got to do it like this, Jay. You've got to say, the gypsies have told me to tell you we're coming." So I tried that. I said, "We're coming." I said, "We're going to come because the Tories are there, because Boris Johnson is there, and Priti Patel is there. And their plans for us is to wipe out our culture." And when we know about our culture, we know about our history, we know that in 1936, in Germany, they passed a decree saying that all Romani should stop travelling so that they can be kept an eye on by the police. Now, if you think I'm being over-dramatic, maybe I am. But when you've had 1.5 million of your people killed by the Nazis, you could forgive me for being over-dramatic. You could forgive me for being cynical about what they're trying to do to us. So I rang up the police and I said, "The gypsies have told me to tell you we're coming. We either come at a time and a place of our choosing that you don't know about, or we come at a time and a place that we discuss and we can all be good friends." Now, they tried ignoring me for 2 weeks until Ramona got involved from People's Assembly, and other people got involved, local councillors. And then they rang me up and they went, "We got this place called the Central Retail Park." I thought that'd be brilliant. There'd be like shops and like Costa Coffee and stuff like that. I got there the other day and I wasn't disappointed. They gave me the keys, not to the city, but to a car park. And we have moved in there. And we have at that car park, which we will invite you all back to have a bit of a party. Not too much of one, because we've got some serious disturbance to get up to tomorrow. We want you to come back there because we want you to see the diversity of Britain's gypsy and traveller community. There's an old beautiful Buccaneer trailer there. There's beautiful vehicles there and wonderful people, and there's going to be horses there from this afternoon. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to establish a gypsy city within spitting distance of Boris Johnson and Priti Patel. Now we know that they're hiding behind a ring of steel. We know that. But I'm a blacksmith and I brought an angle grinder. But you know what? I say stay behind your ring of steel. Do not sully this beautiful city with its wonderful radical history with your presence. Stay in your cage. Drink your champagne. Make your evil plans about what you will do to those who aren't like you and see how they react. Because we are reacting. They brought in this bill, it's one of the most stupid things they've ever done. For the last 30 years, most of us have tried to get the left-wing movement, trade unions, gypsies and travellers of all different types and stripes to come together, and we failed. Priti Patel has succeeded in doing that. And that's a wonderful thing. So I don't want to say that much more because I'm actually quite tired, but it's wonderful to see you all here. It's wonderful to have solidarity from the left-wing movement, from Jewish people, from people from all kinds of different backgrounds and struggles, because our struggle is your struggle and your struggle is our struggle. If anything has been achieved this year, it's that for the first time for many people, the penny has dropped, that when you use the word pikey, when you say that the Gippos must go, that is a race equality issue. We've always known that, and we've always tried to make that point, and if Priti Patel has succeeded in anything this year, is she's made that penny drop with the people it needed to drop with. So that's a wonderful thing. So we invite you back to our camp, which is on Old Mill Street. It's there, you'll see the caravans come down, we're going to have a big fire tonight. Tomorrow, we've been negotiating with the police to have horses lead the procession that leaves from down on Oxford Road, I think, to the conference centre. And that's the first time in history that gypsies and travellers have ever been asked to lead anything. As a people, we've never started a war. We've died in many, and we've fought in plenty. But we've never been like that. But now we have to. Our backs are up against the wall. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, and we're coming together. And with you, we will make sure that even if this law is passed, it will never be enforced. We need to ensure, as a people in this country, that this is Boris Johnson's poll tax. People didn't pay the poll tax. People rioted against the poll tax. And even Martin Luther King said, the riot is a cry of the oppressed. Now, I'm not saying anybody should be violent, we should all be non-violent, we should all be like Gandhi. But if we've got to break things in the way that the suffragettes did, if we've got to make noise, we've got to make noise. And that's really important because gypsy lives matter. So what I want to do is introduce you to a wonderful set of people who are wonderful community members and allies. And I'd like to start with Matty Mitchell. Please put your hands together for Matty.